From Careco TV, one of the longest-running outdoor programs on television today. Exploring the country and the coast in search of adventure. From the mountains of the Great Northwest to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, this is Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. Welcome to Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. Well, this week we're at Wade Middleton's turkey camp, where we'll meet with the amazing group of ladies who work in the hunting industry from Cabela's, Garmin, and Thompson Center. They'll get to go turkey hunting, spend their times together, and share their insight on what they love about hunting and the outdoors.
It's been incredible because it's all women. I've never experienced anything like that before, let alone I've only been to one turkey camp in my life, but to come to my second turkey camp and it to be all women, and all women that are doing the same thing from an outdoor perspective, working for outdoor companies, to be able to go and experience something like this has been incredible.
It's great to come down and meet people and just interact with other women that are in the industry. So it's not just, it's about the hunt and, getting excited and experiencing that, but it's also about just finding commonality with everybody and, what are you doing, what am I doing? It's a cool experience.
Typically when I'm hunting with a bunch of men from the industry, and while I love it, there is a different dynamic, and this was a great opportunity for me not only to hunt with ladies, but also to meet a lot of other ladies in the industry as well. We all have very similar jobs, and we have a lot in common, and this gives us the opportunity to talk business and also hunt and learn from each other, and it's just been a great experience. So when we got here, we got to sight in. I actually got to walk the ladies through the Thompson Center Encore Pro Hunter because a lot of them have actually never even shot them before. So we walked them through the function, the feel, the features of the gun, and then we all got to zero them in. We worked with the ones without the scope and then also some with the scope. And the girls got to each choose, if they preferred to shoot with just the sights or with a scope on it.
Americana Outdoors staff also gets everything ready for the ladies and makes sure they have an absolute pleasant hunt. The ladies get up early before sunrise, very excited and determined to get out for a hunt.
So I got partnered with Danielle from Thompson Center, and then our two guides were Logan and Clark. They were amazing. Sat us right on some turkeys, and there wasn't a ton of action going on yesterday morning, but we definitely did see some. Ended up coming back for lunch, and we ended up going kind of out separate with our guides. So I was partnered up with Clark. We had an amazing show. So we got to watch them for, felt like probably a good 10 minutes or so. Took a shot, didn't connect. It was just more practice for me, I guess. But by that time, it was getting later in the day, so we decided to pack up and come back, and I wanted some more practice and come up with a new strategy.
So Wade and I went down from the house down to middle field. There's the big field out in front of us. We're sitting in the brush. We're hoping we can see some turkeys. As we were walking up, we could see some turkeys in the distance. So hopefully we didn't spook those and we can get them to come back in. It's a beautiful day, good opening weekend. So hopefully we can get some birds to come in. was awesome. I'm shaking. It was really cool.
Let's go get him.
Whoop, whoop. You know, we spent a lot of time listening to birds or trying to catch them or trying to understand their habits, and kind of excited to hear them this morning, but nothing beats this, that's for sure. That it's like a pink gold on his feathers. That's so cool. I'm still shaking.
I can tell.
I did it, it worked.
Now, even though not everyone got to harvest the turkey, they still had great times watching the turkey put on the shows and spending time together. Stay tuned. The ladies will have one more day to fulfill their goals.
Keeps ice for days, stays tough for a lifetime. For $250, you'll be one happy camper. Cabela's Polar Cap Equalizer Cooler. Great price, lifetime guarantee. Only at Cabela's.
The full line of Yamaha ATVs and side-by-side vehicles with class-leading durability and reliability. All real-world tough.
The art of the hunt is not painted with a broad brush. Its eye is in the details. The note on the refrigerator. A set of broadheads, tried and true. The well-worn boots, soaked in doe estrus. And a Garmin Rhino. The only GPS with two-way radio. Clear the rhubarb out of the freezer. It's whitetail season in Rhino country.
For sale, Lakeside Getaway. Solid construction. With mudroom. For $200, no mortgage necessary. Cabela's West Wind Dome Tent. Great price. Lifetime guarantee. Only at Cabela's.
Since 1984, Sawyer Products has offered the most technologically advanced solutions for protection against sun and bugs. Sawyer Picaridin insect repellent is effective against mosquitoes and flies. It's safe on you and your gear. And to maximize your protection, use a combination of picaridin with odorless permethrin for your clothing and gear. Sawyer Stay Put sunscreen will keep you comfortable and getting better protection for even longer. You're already outdoors. Sawyer keeps you there. High-Vis Shooting Systems knows that your shooting performance matters in all conditions. All high-vis shooters experience faster target acquisition with our durable LightWave sights. Featuring easily interchangeable light pipes, LightWave sights give your eyes the exact sight picture you crave. Shoot high-vis. See what you've been missing.
What I love about the Bradley smoker is that it cooks everything perfectly and it holds all the juices in.
So today we are going to be smoking some barbecue ribs, some venison sausage, and some dove, which is awesome.
You will never grill me doves again. I have to have them in the Bradley smoker. I would prefer to use the Bradley smoker every time I cooked. Well, that's really true because I love this thing. Okay. No lie. For more recipes, log on to bradleysmoker.com.
My secret weapon? Evercalm.
It's the first ever calming scent.
It's real smells from bedding areas.
To deer, that means safety.
Evercalm reassures even nervous deer,
which can help you get the shot.
I use Evercalm all season long.
Put it on your boots, your pants, and your decoy.
It's stick form, won't wash away or freeze.
Evercalm.
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 From the Family Deer Farm at Conquest Scents.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Garmin Verb. Life, camera, action. Cabela's. It's in your nature. Thompson Center, America's master gunmaker. And by Yamaha ATV. Real world tough. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. We're at Wade Middleton's Turkey Camp, just outside Brackettville, Texas. 6 ladies from the hunting industry are on the turkey hunts with their Thompson Center shotguns, and outfitted by the new Cabela's O2 Octane Camo.
That new pattern, man, I tell you, so many compliments. Everyone from a Wade Middleton to a Jim Shockey to be able to wear this in every single terrain possible, and for me to come down here and stand in front of a dirt road and blend in all the way to very green, fertile turkey land. To be able to see it come to life that I've been marketing for the last 6 to 8 months has been really, really cool.
So today we're gonna head out to where we started yesterday morning, see if we can't get a couple of those birds come back into where we're sitting and see what we can do.
Laura's gonna get a bird this morning, I can feel it.
We walked in the dark, we got set up in the makeshift blind again. We kind of positioned ourselves a little bit differently this time, maybe to where I would have a little bit better shot or better view of where the birds were coming in. We actually had to scare a couple of pigs off from there so that the turkeys would actually come into where we were at, which was kind of a risky move because you don't know if the pigs running off, if they're gonna spook the birds coming in or not, but they ended up coming in and there were just hens pouring in. Probably about 15 hens came in, and at the back of that group there were about 5 big toms. The 5 toms came in from the back, and there was one that went around the front side of the fence, and I could get a good view of him. Unfortunately, something spooked him, and he just took off. He didn't want to stick around very long. Fortunately, he didn't spook any of the other birds. They all stayed around to where we were at. So 2 more toms, they went around back. You didn't know if they were gonna take off as well to the right or if they were gonna, keep going on the back side and exit out of the back.
Got the one on the left. Okay. You got the one on the left. I have the one on the right.
Well, we got him. Either way, we got him finally. Woo! So we didn't really communicate properly with the camera guy. He was focused on the bird on the right, and I actually ended up taking the bird on the left. Oh man, he's pretty.
That's cool.
Look at this guy. Oh yeah. We had a bunch of birds that came in and they were milling around here. Luckily they came around the side and we were able to get a clear shot of this guy, and it was good.
Oh gosh. It was exciting.
So I got the first shot this morning. Diana's out there this afternoon. So we set up earlier than what we did yesterday. I think 15 minutes within sitting down, we heard them gobbling. And so I'm like, okay, envisioning in my head, they're gonna fly down and they're gonna walk right up this road. No. So then all of a sudden we hear one. I thought they flew down, but Jeff's like, no, they were dragging their wings, and then they start gobbling. I got a pep talk before I went out there. He's like, you see that in that sight, you just take it down. So I was like, all right, I'm not letting this pass. This is my last morning. We've got to get this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hell. Good job. Oh, that was awesome. I can't deal.
Are you shaking?
Oh, so bad.
Literally, he dropped, as soon as I got that in my sight, I'm like, I didn't even think. I just pulled.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yeah. I'm telling you, I saw that beard and I was like, no, that's mine.
Oh my gosh.
My resting heart rate is 56. Right now it's 103. So that's how amped up I am. It was awesome.
Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
I literally didn't even give it thought. I think I saw it for not even a second and I just pulled.
Americana Outdoors will be right back with more turkey hunting after these messages.
Outdoors. It's been my playground for decades. I enjoy everything about it. Like me, I bet you also look at the outdoors as your own personal playground. And like me, I bet you're always looking for the newest challenge. So come join me in my Smith & Wesson Performance Center handgun and let's share a new experience in the outdoors. Performance when it matters most from the Smith & Wesson Performance Center.
Heavy duty, rugged, and designed for the big game hunter and angler. The Food Saver Game Saver Titanium Vacuum Sealer has the power and performance to seal in the freshness of your game and fish for up to 3 years, 5 times longer than standard storage methods. And with its extra wide dual and repetitive sealing capabilities, that's a ton of big game savings. Tough tested and rated 4.8 out of 5 stars by outdoorsmen just like you. The Food Saver Titanium System, it's a true game changer.
When you're out hunting, make sure you're carrying Grove Tech. Grove Tech is designed specifically for the rigorous demands of the hunt and sets the standard for strength and ruggedness when out in the field. Grove Tech products have simply built the best tools for the job and are proudly made in the USA. Go hunt. We'll carry the gun. Grove Tech.
Stealth Cam. Proven reliability. Proven quality. Proven performance. Stealth Cam continues to push the boundaries of technology and innovation with its next generation of trail cameras. Proven performance in extreme conditions. Proven. Stealth Cam. Join the trail cam revolution.
When perfection is your goal, awards come with the territory. In 2016, 10-point and Wicked Ridge crossbows collected an unprecedented 5 Best-in-Class Industry Awards. The Reverse Draw Carbon Nitro RDX, Best Crossbow by Field & Stream and Peterson's Hunting. The Forward Draw Turbo GT, Best Crossbow by Outdoor Life and Game & Fish. And the budget-minded Warrior G3, Great Buy by Field & Stream. Regardless of the features you want or the budget you have, 10-point has an award-winning crossbow for you.
Oh, nice shot.
You put the cool in life. We put the cool in coolers. Arctic Ice.
Engel's got the original high-performance cooler and a whole lot more. Engel coolers, go with the original.
Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, is brought to you by Do All Outdoors, Grove Tech, Go Hunt, We'll Carry the Gun, and by Smith & Wesson Performance Center, performance when it matters most. Welcome back to Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin. We're hunting turkey in Brackettville, Texas with 6 ladies who work in the hunting industry from Cabela's, Garmin, and Thompson Center.
I was lucky enough to hunt this morning with Logan, my camera guy again, and then with Wade. And we heard a gobble before I was even sitting down still. So he's like, okay, get all ready. And I couldn't tell if they were actually in the tree at that time or if they were on the ground. So I cocked my gun super early. I'm really good with safety. I keep my finger off that trigger, but I would rather be prepared than get my adrenaline rushing and forget to cock that gun. So probably within, I don't know, a half an hour, we had heard some more gobbling and we heard a couple hens, and then these birds flew down right over our head. I mean, not maybe 10 feet from my head, and just started walking around that field. And they went to the left where sadly it was blocked by bush, so I couldn't see them, but from what I understand, Wade said he saw them putting on a show. So I'm not a very patient person, but I hung in there, and then eventually they started to come back, and they were coming from the left, and I kind of moved my head slightly, and I saw them, and Logan's like, all right, are you ready? And I said, yep, I'm ready. And he goes, okay, the hens are coming first. So I saw the hens, and then to my left, I saw like 3 toms, all puffed up and beautiful. And I turned back, and when I did, in my scope, there was a tom right in front of me.
In the head.
In the head.
Oh yeah, good beard.
Oh, good.
Good spurs.
Nice.
Really long, really long beard.
Nice.
Good beard on him. Well, that was one of those intense hunts. From everything from coming off the roost, boy, we had one hen that just wanted to talk the whole time.
You actually did have a conversation with her.
How's
her family?
The family's good. The family's good. I think one of the uncles isn't coming home. He's gonna be the guest of honor for dinner for us.
So we drove a little bit of a ways, and then we basically hopped out, got in the Viking, and just started driving around and calling and waiting to hear a gobble. And it was just this gorgeous place. Like, if I could ever envision what a perfect turkey hunt would look like, it was totally the spot. And we hopped right into the little blind that we had set up, and sat there probably for an hour. And then sure enough, this tom pops out, pops his head out, and Wade had said, just wait, because they saw us come in. They're probably a little bit intimidated, so just wait. Don't grab your gun or anything.
There's that tom in the tree, see?
Yeah.
Okay. Raise your gun to the left.
I was facing the complete wrong way. And so I had to figure out and be stealthy to actually shift my whole body in the gun over this way. All of a sudden, these hens came out, and I didn't even see them, and Wade said, don't move. Well, when he said that, I froze, but I lifted the gun, and my shooting stick just tipped over. And I was like, great. I either just spooked the hens, or I just lost my shooting stick, and how am I ever gonna get this tom? In my mind, I see him in my scope, from eating all the way to standing up, and I'm like, he's just too far, he's just too far. And I heard Wade say it one time, it's just too far.
If you can shoot him, shoot him. Oh, you smoked him. You smoked him.
Watch him. Holy cow, you smoked him.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I had him even when his head was down. I had it
51.
in the scope, and I was like, he's gonna say it's too far. And then you said, you have him
His head was struck out about that far, and I know what that gun can do, and I thought, she's got this, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so shaky.
Let's go get him.
All right.
You're a seasoned vet now. That's
right?
There's a big old bird right there.
Yeah, it is.
You put the hammer on him.
Look at that.
That is a big, thick, good Rios
Wow.
beard. Good spurs all the way around. And a great turkey shot.
Yes.
Coming up, Kim missed 3 opportunities on day 1. Today, it's her last chance to get some turkey meat to ship it to her family, as she promised.
Purina's Quick Drop is the perfect solution for attracting deer to your location and providing them with the essential nutrients that will encourage their growth.
Use these blocks where you can, and I promise you, not only are you going to see more game, but the game's going to benefit from you placing it out.
Stealth Cam. Proven reliability. Proven quality. Proven performance. Stealth Cam continues to push the boundaries of technology and innovation with its next generation of trail cameras. Proven performance in extreme conditions. Proven. Stealth Cam. Join the trail cam revolution.
The Bubba Blade 4-inch gut hook. featuring Mossy Oak Breakup Country, fashions a high-carbon stainless steel blade built perfectly to meet your needs. Designed for effective precision cutting, the famous Bubba blade handle, featuring Mossy Oak Breakup Country, providing ultimate control when harvesting your game. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife.
The thing about public land is that most people hunt the same old beaten path. The thing about you is, you're not most folks. Introducing the new TC Compass, only by Thompson Center. Follow your own compass with America's master gunmaker.
Image 360 at Round Rock provides professional graphics to businesses and organizations. Our professional team works closely with you to maximize the creativity and visual impact of your design. We do indoor and outdoor signs, banners, vehicle wraps, three-dimensional signs, window graphics, trade show displays, and more. Contact us today to significantly boost the visibility of your business with Image 360 in Round Rock.
Walker's continues to push the boundaries with innovations and technology in the shooting, sport, and hunting category. Introducing the all-new Razor Series. Maximum protection, industry-leading noise reduction ratings. With advanced circuitry, SAC, sound-activated compression circuit, true form, super slim profile. Reliable, dependable, comfortable hearing protection. Fulfilling and exceeding the needs of every shooter.
You work hard to put feed where you need it, when you want it. And thanks to our patented SpinTech spinner mechanism that elevates up and down, you'll no longer have feed go to waste due to wind or unwanted varmints. When the motor is shut off, the spinner plate is automatically pushed up tight and sealed against the hopper, protecting your feed. Stop wasting your time and let the SpinTech technology work for you.
Hercules Outdoor Industries is the new leader in hunting blinds. However you hunt, Hercules is the one blind for all needs. Hercules blinds are entirely made in the USA using high-quality fiberglass components that can last through rain, snow, and all those cold winters. All Hercules fiberglass hunting blinds are foam insulated and carpeted, and Hercules Outdoor Industries will arrange to have it delivered directly to you. Find out more at HerculesOutdoors.com. Americana Outdoors, presented by Garmin, has been brought to you by Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. High Viz, see what you've been missing. And by Sawyer Products. Sawyer, we keep you outdoors.
So I'm a little bit of a competitor, so missing more than once, it was a little bit of a hit to my pride and confidence, but I think on the other hand, just having that competitive nature and knowing like I'm not leaving Texas without a turkey. Clark and I kind of had a vendetta on what we saw yesterday. Took it a little personal, so we decided to go back to the same area, and right away one tom came in from the right side. I think it was within 20 minutes of us sitting down, and you could tell though that he had a little bit of speculation, just really kind of jittery and nervous, and he ended up going off out of my range, and we ended up sitting there for a while. We were just talking about, 30 minutes, we were going to come back in for lunch, and right then, I mean, it was no more than it just came out of our mouth, and two toms came down to eat. They didn't gobble, they didn't give us any indication they were coming. They didn't respond to any of the calls, so it was pretty cool. They were pretty stealthy. It was right in between two trees, and one of the toms just came in. He was down, his head down, eating, and he popped up.
All right, talk about it. Oh my God, I got one. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yeah.
Caught him good. Oh man. I got a lot of practice. Missed a couple, but this one, they just came in from the right. They were quiet. It was just amazing. He got right in my sight and I pulled the trigger, so it was awesome. But of course I had a great guide, so that helps. My husband will be happy we get to eat some fresh turkey.
Heck yeah.
It's definitely the sweetest feeling when you finally get your turkey. In 2 days, I hunted him down and I'm done, and like, let's go celebrate. Let's go have an amazing time. I get to ship back my turkey breasts back to my family, and they get to enjoy an experience, and I can retell that story to them too. Tons of emotions, all worth it. Even if I didn't get a turkey, every single one of them would have been worth it.
I think today's society, everybody's getting outdoors, whether it be hiking, hunting, fishing, just anything like that. So I think it's getting bigger, and stuff like this is huge because you put that out on it, you put it on your social channels, and so many women think that only guys can do it, but you put that out there in the world and they're like, I want to do that. If she can do it, I can do it. I mean, I love the outdoors, but not hunting, and now I have a passion for turkey hunting, and I have a passion to get out there and do what those guys are doing, and getting around other girls that have that same passion is really cool.
I think nowadays a lot of fathers are bringing their kids out to the range, bringing them shooting, bringing them hunting, and I think it's spectacular. There are a lot of guys out there and a lot of gals out there that, enjoy nature, and if they enjoy nature, they're just going to love hunting as well.
For in-depth stories from the fields and to watch any of our previous episodes, visit us at AmericanaOutdoors.com. Hey, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Americana Outdoors. Americana Outdoors is a Careco TV production.